This is Eric Muathe from Muathe.com. Let's see what happens when things are lined up. And here we are going to be taking a look at a single stock. And this is what it looked like as of September 25th, 2020. And what we see here is after a nice move higher, there is a sideways pullback. So we can say this was a basing period. And if you are following the sector, you knew that the sector was doing well. In fact, it would end up being one of the leadership sectors as of October 2020 for this year. So we know that if there's a breakout as of September, a breakout above the weekly closing high from August, and this is a 1 year weekly. The reason why I'm showing you this chart is so you can appreciate what it looked like from a timing perspective, because on this exact day, September 25th, 2020, I gave paid subscribers the following breakout alert as a future breakout alert, and you can see it right here. The breakout level was that, and that's the market close for October 20th, 2020. But you can see here I gave out a breakout alert for a future breakout when the stock would move above 125.17, which is the August weekly closing high, which is this weekly closing high right there. So that was the breakout alert for subscribers to watch for. And this is the weekly. Let's take a look at what it looked like from a monthly chart at the time. So again, the same date, September 25th. And you can see, yes, it had a big run. And this can be scary sometimes because it had not seen such a move in a couple of years. And we can say from its general trading range, which we can say from the highs of the IPO in 2010, it had been trading in this phase. So suddenly something happened here and we see an explosive move right there. Now I should point out the ideal entry was this entry here based on the prior monthly closing high from early 2020. So we can say that the breakout was actually from an ideal standpoint somewhere here. Now if you miss that, then the next logical entry is going to be finding somewhere after some sideways action, which is what we just saw on the weekly chart, where we saw some couple of weeks of rest. Now I want to explain why I gave that breakout alert as of September. Based on the parameters, we can see that the RSI was above 69.1, which is one of our minimum requirements. And we can see that the MACDs were trading the superior look, with the MACDs moving to 3-year highs, if not in this case all-time highs. At the minimum, you want it to be moving to 3-year highs, so we can say all the minimum requirements for the RSI and MACDs were met. And so this meets the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. This is why the stock was a stock of interest if it broke out based on the ultimate Muathe breakout. Now remember, this is the look from September, end of September, when I sent that breakout alert. Stock was trading at about 121. Today, October 20th, we can see the stock was up 14% at 236. So let's take a look at what it looks like from a monthly chart. This is the current monthly chart. You can see the breakout that took place was sometime in September, somewhere around right there. The stock has gone on to more than double over the last month. And that's why I was saying at the beginning of the video, when things work out, some of these momentum breakout names can really see a strong push in a limited amount of time, relatively speaking. Now again, this is the weekly chart from September. and the breakout that I was anticipating, the potential for that to take place was right there. And now let's take a look at the current weekly chart, and we can see that breakout level was right here. And since then, the stock has essentially doubled in price in about 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Of course, you can do this on your own. The minimum requirements are very simple. Once you understand them, once you put them to use and master them, they can be used to time and identify, filter, narrow down to some of the best instruments in your market. Now, let's not kid ourselves. Yes, it's a superior looking instrument, but let's not underestimate the power of the sector, which is the solar space, the alternative energy space. You can see here similar movement for the stock. Just notice that pattern right there, and take a look at the solar ETF, showing you that this was a sector-wide performance with the same kind of look. Of course, if you are following along this year, the solar space has been one of the best sectors, and its breakout was quite easy to identify in a sense. This is the solar ETF, and you can take a look at the minimum requirements. When it broke out in July, can you see the ultimate Muathe breakout? And of course, we're talking about this period here. Can you see it? If you saw the solar breakout, then the rest should just be straightforward in terms of identifying which stocks might be the next powerful moving instrument. And of course, DQ was one of them, out of many, by the way. I've been using this method for 20 years, and it still continues to amaze me. Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. Love, light, light, love. Namaste.